So we went up to the room. As soon as we got in the elevator, we get in the elevator. The elevator doors closed. Now it's only the two of us in the elevator. He goes, I've been waiting for this for so long. And this man pushed me against the elevator and starts kissing me. And I am literally ready to melt to the floor. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I decided to put this story in two parts because I felt like the first part was juicy enough to make you guys come back. Yeah, I'm just being real. So when I touched down in the UK, right, I didn't know what was gonna happen next. I did not know if he would pick me up or if a taxi would pick me up. I didn't know what was gonna happen. So I saw a bunch of persons with like name tags and whatnot. So with like name cards, sorry. And I was like, okay, let me look for my name. Then I see this Indianish guy with my name. And same time, my phone starts beeping because by that time I'm off airplane mode, and I connected to the Wi-Fi, the airport Wi-Fi. And I see a message from him. He said, my driver will pick you up. His name is this, that, and the other. He should be holding up your name. He will take you to me. I was like, what's going on? Is this like some kind of movie shit? Like, is this where I say goodbye? So I walk up to the guy. He's like, you're Miss, my last name. I was like, yeah. He's like, okay, well, you'll be going with me. Let me take your luggage. He took my luggage, whatever. He handed me a bottle of water. I was like, okay. And I'm following this guy. And let me tell you something. This guy is literally dressed down in suit and tie, and he's looking to the T. He even had gloves on, like not gloves because it's cold, gloves because it looked like that's what he worked with. And I was like, okay. Get to the vehicle. I see this big black Benz there waiting. He just click a button, the door opens. I'm like, okay. When the door opened, I see this bouquet of flowers. I'm like, okay. Oh my God. So I get in and he's like, Mr. Joe, send the roses to you. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh shit, my phone battery is dying. So I'm like, oh my gosh. Seriously? I took the roses, I read the card. He said, this is a way to show you how I feel until I see you in person. And I was like, who? Okay. So the driver connected me. Well, I asked him for the Wi-Fi or whatever because apparently there's Wi-Fi on the Benz. So connected to the Wi-Fi and he was driving. We had like a 2-hour drive to meet Joe. So he drove the whole way he's driving. Joe is busy messaging me and telling me, oh, I'm there, I'm here, I'm on my way to the hotel or whatnot. If you get there before me, you can just simply check in or concierge will take care of you. I'm like, what is really going on? Like, it felt like a fantasy the entire time. And I also felt like I would have been trafficked or kidnapped or worse. So get to the hotel, tell the driver bye. I wanted him to stay with me, but he didn't want to. He told me he had other trips. So I told him goodbye and I was at the hotel. Concierge came, took care of me, gave me champagne and all that stuff while I was waiting. They took my luggage. They told me Joe will be there in a second. And whole while I'm feeling like freaking royalty because I'm like, this is lit. Then Joe shows up. So I'm here waiting, little old me in my little black leggings, my little black top, my little, beanie on my head. And Joe shows up and he walks in and he goes straight to concierge and is like, is the room ready? I'm like, okay, what's happening? And then he comes to me. Then he notices me and he comes to me and he's like, how are you doing? I'm like, I'm fine. He's like, how was your flight? I was like, it was good. So he said, okay, let me just head up to the room to shower and change, and then we'll head out. I'm like, where are we going? He's like, I'm taking you somewhere. So I was like, okay. So we went up to the room. As soon as we got in the elevator, we get in the elevator. The elevator doors closed. Now it's only the two of us in the elevator. He goes, I've been waiting for this for so long. And this man pushed me against the elevator and starts kissing me. And I am literally ready to melt to the floor because I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, this is like a fantasy. I cannot handle this. Like, what? So we get upstairs and it's like he did not just kiss me. We get to the room and he behaves like he did not just kiss me. He goes straight to the shower. He showers, he changes. He told me if I wanted to shower or whatever. I went, I showered. By the time I got out of the shower, he was already I think he was talking to some guy from concierge or whatever at the door. So he told me, get dressed, we have to leave, the taxi's downstairs. So I got dressed and we left. And you will not believe where he took me. When we drove for about an hour, I was basically lying and lounging in the back in his arms. And he was playing with my hair and he was telling me about his day and telling me what he did for work and telling me all this stuff, telling me how much he wanted to spend time with me and telling me he's so happy that I left Ash and came to see him instead and all that jazz. Now, Ash and I was not dating, right? It was just, we were not like in a relationship. It was just like met each other, etc. So I did not really feel like I was cheating on anybody. Like, frankly, we're not sleeping together, so what the ass, right? So we drive for about 2 hours again. Well, it was about an hour and a half to another location. Get there, it's like a big shopping mall. I think it was the West End or whatever in the UK. We get there and we go straight up to like the women clothing floor. And we enter. He told me, do you like Hollister? I told him, well, I've never really done any Hollister. Like, I'm a big Forever 21 girl. So we entered Hollister first. And he told me, well, we're here, so you can take whatever you want. I told him, what? He told me, yeah, babe, take whatever you want. I have a business call to do right now. In fact, let me get some people to help you. He summoned 2 girls. And he told them, whatever she wants, just get her the size, just put it in a bag or whatever, and I will be in the lounge waiting. So just let me know when she's done. And he walked away. And I am like, what is really happening? And the girls just smiled at me and they were like, okay, so what do you want? With the little accents. And I just took stuff. I went cray-cray. I bought a bunch of stuff that did not fit me, that I didn't think I would ever wear. I have a bunch of stuff there still with the tag on it. I didn't know what to take. That was the first time that had ever happened to me. I just went crazy. I took a bunch of shit. By the time I was done, shit came up to, I think it was like 900 and something pounds. Those of you who know the currency exchange. And the girl came back to him. She was like, hey, she's done. He just gave her the card, went and swiped it, and he said, let's go. And when we were leaving, I told him, but don't we have to take the bags? And he's like, no, my driver will take that. I was like, okay. It's like, okay, so you said you like Forever 21, right? We can hit Forever 21 now. I was like, but just now. We get to Forever 21, the same thing happens. I end up with a whole bunch of other clothes that I most likely did not need, that I don't use, that I just have there. And we left, and then he told me, let's head for lunch. Shit, my phone died.